Museo. I mean, you never know what you find, what you're gonna find digging in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Love to my anonymous sister who found this. I mean, just digging on Ramusio, the noble Italian family of Ramusio. Now, look where it leads us, my naga. I mean, let's just go down right here, my naga. All right. To Greek and Latin and the modern languages of Southern Europe, he is said to have added a knowledge of Oriental tongues. Oriental tongues. I know you know it already, man. When we hear that word Oriental, we start searching back into this Prester John, the legend and his sources, man. Oh man, I'm getting real tabby up here. There we go. Prester John, the legend and his sources by Keegan Brewer, man. Love to Aquatai battle, man, for this drop. The story of the mysterious Oriental leader, Prester John, right? So, I mean, this is very important to know that you're in the Orient, right? To know that you're in the Orient, right? To know that you are in what they like to call a little bitty place called Asia. South America, North America, South America, Florida, Asia, Cathay. What does Cathay got to do with Khitai? What does Cathay got to do with Khitai? You know, just in this little what's it called again? Oh, we call it about the Rimini? Sounds like Ramani. Remember we're dealing with the Rome and Romani in the Ramu? Uh-oh. My sister got the drop. Now check it out. Check it out. We're talking about someone called David. Right here, right? So we got these Oriental tongues, right? So we know who the Oriental is, knowledge of the Oriental tongues, but there is no evidence how far this went unless we accept as such a statement that he was selected in 1530 on account of his accomplishment to investigate the case of one David. 1530 is an interesting year. A lot of maps are popping up, giving us a lot of drop around that year as well. And he's investigating the case of a David, a Hebrew, a David, a Hebrew. Uh-oh. Who, claiming to be of the royal house of Judah, wished to establish himself at Venice outside of the ghetto. Come on, man. I can't make this shit up, man. What are they talking about, man? Let's get it from down here. What David, man? David represented himself as a prince of what they call the Benuin Jews. We're just talking the Nagas, the Hebrews, who haunt the caravan road between Damascus and Medina. So who's being haunted by them, right? Must be a hijack. He claimed to be not only a great warrior covered with wounds, but great also in the law. So David is keeping the law. Now again, we're talking 1500s and we just did a drop on these phantoms and duplications, but David is rocking the code, right? See how big this code is. How much of it do we know? How much of it do we think we know, right? Now remember, David is not only a great warrior, he's a great warrior, but he's also great in the law. And in the Kabbalah, that's that secret energetic drop. That's that Drakan Kun. And to have been inspired by the Creator to conduct the dispersed tribes to the Holy Land. So here we go, man. This David is leading the Hebrews, right? The tribes to the Holy Land. What Holy Land? What is Cathay? What is Cathay? Cathay means pure land. To rebuild the temple in the various European countries. What we're talking Russia. I mean, what do you mean Europe? What is Europe? Ain't Europe just Asia? We got Cathay, right? We got Cathay. Remember, we are in India Superior, right? South America, Brazil, Mexico, Florida, up Cathay, Cathay, but you see how they spell it, C-A-T-A-Y-O, like Catherine or Cathnis. Cathay means a pure land. Now watch this, we just talking China, right? Uh-oh. Now this map here is in 1548. This map here is what? Outline copy of this MS map in the British Museum showing connections between Marco Polo's Asia and the new lands circa 1530. So these are these new lands, this North America situation, which is Asia. But again, man, we're just talking 1530, right? Nah, my noggin, you ain't feeling me, man. I said we just talking 1530, right? Yeah, I mean, see, all this is starting to come together, man, when you talk David. This David, let's go back up. This David around the 1530. Here we go again. One David, royal house of Judah. What? Wished to establish himself outside the ghetto. So he's holding it down for the Nagas. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. When we talk David, and again, when we talk David, we're just talking the priest, king, symbol of the Grail, symbol of authority and traditions which are inherited. It is part and parcel of the legend of Prester John. This is back in the medieval history of the Israelites, the $1,000 book you got to buy on Amazon. But if you want it on the low, now if you want it for real, if you want it for real for free, you know what I mean, hit us up, man. We got the PDF, and I'll send it to you for free like I send it to everybody for free, all right? I ain't getting paid off of sending nobody else's recon, all right? So let's go. It is part and parcel with the legend of Prester John, the legend of whom was spread widely in the Middle Ages. Now, this is where all the drop happened with Israel. They call it the medieval times, Middle Ages. John was the master of a huge empire. He was omnipotent and all-powerful. So now in the New Testament, you got somebody else coming in powerful. Kings and czars were for him only subjects. He was called the King of Kings, Rex Regnum, Rex Negus, King of Kings. He combines in himself spiritual and secular authority. So he had the keys on earth. He had the energy connected with the spiritual realm. And he himself, he can say about himself, Prester John, by Hawa's grace, Lord of Lords, who only are beneath heaven from the rising of the sun to paradise on earth. So if the rising of the sun is in the east, they say, then paradise must be in the, yeah, exactly where you are, they say, right? In all the medieval sources, Prester John controls and holds back the tribes of Gog and Magog, the hijacked city, and he controls the what? The seen and unseen worlds. He impedes the penetration into his kingdom of lions and giants, imperial military units, so he's hijack free. Matter of fact, John's kingdom is named the Empire of the Great Khan, mysterious and miraculous stories, that is the Khan father in Slavic called Batu Khan, and this is where they got Vatican. Yeah, man, we're just talking Marco Polo. And this is where you get the Qara and the Cathay. And these Mongols, remember, Mongol just means what? Just means great one. And you got to say, who are the greats? Who are the greats? Who are the greats? Let's go for the dismount. Who are the greats? We're talking Qara Cathay Empire. We're talking Prester John of the Qara Cathay Empire. And why is it called Qara Cathay? Qara Cathay, because Cathay is Cathay. Cathayo is Cathay. Let's go. Qara Cathay. We're talking what? Oh, Qara Cathay. We're talking black Catans or Qara Cathay. Uh-oh. Qara literally means black. And Khitai is Cathay, which means pure land. So the blacks of the pure land. Or we're just talking, you know, out of English, we're talking the melanated tribes of the pure land. And when we get this, you connect it back to the Shi dynasty, the Tangu dynasty. And again, Qara means black, Managa. they try to spin it into some color black of their dynastic color. Nah, man, we talking about the Nagas, we talking about the Ongs, and we talking about the Khans. The Wangs, and we talking about the Khans. My Naga, we talking about the Tagrus, we're talking about the Khans. And you put it together, and you get the drop about the Kariots. And the Nestorian family, which means old king, renowned for wisdom. His father was Baruch Khan of the Kariots. Allah.